Today, our champion, Fred Spintig Jr. of Stoughton, faces the challenge of Dennis Chick of Whitman on Candlepin Bowling. Hi, everybody. Welcome once again to Candlepin Bowling. I'm Don Gillis, and all of you know by now that this program is on videotape. We tape it sometimes several weeks before you actually see the telecast. Here's where we do our taping, right here at Sammy White's Brighton Bowl, and it's always 3 strings of Candlepin Bowling. Total pinfall will determine our winner. He will be rewarded with a handsome trophy from the Ace Trophy Company of Boston. The runner-up receives a smaller but otherwise identical version to indicate he was a participant on our show. We have guaranteed prize money of $1,150. $700 goes to the winner, $300 goes to the runner-up, $50 available to the winner of each string. Should they tie, obviously, they would split it at $25 apiece. There's an extra $100 for a 400 series. Our high-low jackpot is started all over again at $50, and if neither hits it, we'll add $25 and do that every week till somebody walks away with whatever has accumulated. And for 3 marks in a row, any combination of strikes or spares in the same string, a bonus of $50. Each subsequent consecutive mark in that same string being worth $50 apiece as long as he can keep it going. For 3 strikes in a row, there is an additional bonus of $1,000, and each subsequent consecutive strike in the same string following those 3, $1,000 apiece. That's about it. Let's get started, shall we? Right after this. Here's our challenger, Dennis Chick of Whitman. Dennis hasn't been on our show for 12 years. And he gets a couple of more to drop, so he has the 1 and 7 to work on. Oh, missing the 1. First time Dennis Chick came on our show, he knocked off one of our very best bowlers. He beat Pete Iannuzzo, 371, 314. That was back in 1971. The next week, he was defeated by another veteran bowler, Norman Hall. And the last time he was on, which was in 1973, he was defeated by Jim Sanford. Hey, a pair of 9s. Here's Fred Spintig Jr., our defending champion, who's been rolling along for 4 weeks now. No wood to help, so he will have as his object pin the 6, and he has the 7 and 10. Didn't get it. It's a 9. Fred's average is 123, his high single 181, his high triple 454, and he had a 688 in winning his roll-off. All right, let's see what he can do with the 4 horsemen left side. No wood. Oh, that 7 is rocking, but it didn't go. Ten. Dennis Chick has himself a strike as the 10 comes back and drops the 6. Okay, there's our first mark. By the way, the top marksman today, that is the bowler with the most marks, will win a $50 gift certificate from True Value Hardware stores and home centers. Almost a good 9. The 10 pin is still there. 7 is still there. Ten. Now he has it on the right side. He has the 3 and 6 and the 4 over on the left. And he was trying to duplicate a spare from the opposite side, which we showed you last night on Channel 5 Sports Show. That was even more spectacular to do what he just did in order to make the 10. All right. The score now at the end of 4 boxes of the first string is our challenger, Dennis Chick of Whitman, 47, and our defending champion, Fred Spintig Jr. of Stoughton, 39. All right, here is our challenger, now Dennis Chick, about to roll in the 5th box of the first string. And another strike. Dennis has a league average of 124, and you can see why. High single 189, high triple of 486. He had a 637 in winning his roll-off. As soon as he let it go, he knew he dropped it too soon. But he makes the spare. So he has the only mark so far. Fred Spintig has 3 10s and a 9.
All right, Ralph.
Ralph Stewart, our lob line judge and referee, gets a hand from our regulars who are here. Three, 7, 10, and a piece of wood, sort of, just a little bit of it resting up against the 3. And nope. Fred is married, father of 2, works as a shipper. He's representing the Canton Lanes. He's the 1976 Massachusetts State Singles Champion and the 1983 Massachusetts State All Events Champion. So 2 high average bowlers, a 123 going against a 124. Three, 5, 6, and 10. Nope. As he missed the 3, punching out just the 6. An 8. Dennis Chick. 2 marks in a row. 8 is the drop, and he has a spare leave over here on the left. He's got the 4 and 7 with a piece of wood that is sort of lying alongside. That's what he was afraid of as soon as he let it go. I said it was sort of alongside. It wasn't helpful. It's 9. Dennis is married, has 2 children, and he's the store manager of a Dairy Mart, convenience store, representing the Maple Alleys and the Carlisle Bowlodrome. Most very, very unusual. He's got the 4 and the 6 and the 7, 8, and 9. Janie Cartier keeping score on that big scoreboard today, and Keith Williams resting, keeping score beside me today. 2, 7, and 8. Nope, still there. Two finally out of there. And it's an 8 box. Janie's arm coming in to make the 4 on the 64 a little fancier. Three and 6. Nope. Couldn't get it over on the left to 4 and 7. You saw a little peek at Ralph Stewart, our lob line judge and referee. I've given you our scorekeepers. Don Riley is our statistician. Joanne Panto is our secretary, and Phil Rubin is our producer and director. We almost had a spread eagle leave here. And as you're aware, if you're watching the sports on Channel 5 on Friday nights, you know that we have a little spread eagle nest egg, which is now up to $850. We keep adding $50 a week, waiting for somebody to punch out the 1, 5, 8, and 9 and leave me the 2 wings of the spread eagle. We've seen it plenty of times when a bowler didn't want it. Three and 6, and in the back lane you've got the 8 and 10. Wood across the 3 and 6, and the 10 is still there.
Nice.
A 122, and as I told you, Dennis Chick's league average is 124. Fred Spintig still looking for his first mark, and he's had 2 8s and 2 9s. It's another spread. 2 more pins have fallen, so he now has Wood in front of the 3 pin. Now the Wood rolling back again and out, but he'll use it. And no, he chose to ignore it. Seven is still there anyway. It's a 9. And this will be no question about the fact it'll be the lowest scoring string that Fred Spintig has had in his 4 weeks with us, but one of his lowest ever, I'm sure. Well, if he's going to get a mark at all in this first string, he's going to have to do it by playing off the 3 pin. He's got the 3 and 6 plus the 7 and 10. Or if you wish, 3, 6, 10 on the right and 7 alone over on the left. And he made it! He made it! Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. That's 5. 97. And so, the bonus money, the only bonus money, $50 for winning the first string, goes to our challenger today, Dennis Chick of Whitman. $25-pin lead for our challenger, Dennis Chick, after 122 to 97. There's Fred Spintig, Jr., ready to lead off in the middle string, as our defending champion always does. No Wood, but he has the 5 and 8. Missed the 5. Two weeks ago, when Fred was rolling his 447, he had a 182 string. And as we've said before, he is the current leader for our next championship show. On the left side with Wood in between the 2 and the 4, he has the 2-4-7. That's it. Spare in the second. Now Dennis Chick, who leads by 25 pins coming into the second string. Today's challenger, waiting for the pins to be set. Again, almost a spread eagle. Everything, the 1, 5, 8, 9, but he also got the 10. Ralph Stewart calls time. He's got a loose pin that's this side of the deadwood line and will have to be removed. He checks to make sure it is stopped there, and it's apparently rolling a little bit. If it is behind that deadwood line, which is 2 feet in front of the middle of the number 1 pin, if it touches it or it's this side of it, it has to be removed. Ooh, look at it curl all around that pin, and it turns out to be a 9. Two, 7, and 8 with Wood between the 2 and 8. Made it. One of those two he wants to go down, but they're both standing, so he winds up with the 4 and the 6. 8-pin drop, obviously. Piece of wood against the 4. Let's see if he can do anything with that. Nope. I want to remind you that in conjunction with their 150-year centennial, Sydney, Nova Scotia, and of course, you know that this heron choker was born in Nova Scotia, so I'm passing this along to you. But in conjunction with their 150-year centennial, Sydney, Nova Scotia is hosting a World Candlepin Team Bowling Tournament consisting of 5 teams from New Brunswick, 5 teams from Nova Scotia, and 4 teams from New England. He almost wound up with the spread eagle. The 8-pin is still there. Qualification for the coveted 20 New England team spots were held in October at the Bangor Brewer Bowling Center in Bangor, Maine. Bowlers had to bowl 20 strings with the top 20 finishers earning the right to represent the United States November 11th and 17th in Canada. Now, of course, as I mentioned at the start of our show, we tape the show often several weeks before you see it. So because of our taping schedule, the tournament has already been completed as you are listening to this broadcast. But nevertheless, we want to congratulate Sydney, Nova Scotia on its 150-year centennial, as well as those bowlers who represented the United States in this historic event. Now, Brian Leary is going to bring you the results of the tournament next when we resume Candlepin doubles. Dennis Chick, as you know, just missed by leaving 1 here. So for the results, it'll be at 1 o'clock. It's going to be Brian Leary with the Candlepin doubles right after this show at 1 o'clock. I'm going to give you the qualifiers because they deserve a little pat on the back, the guys who did qualify. Dennis Chick has himself a strike, so we'll hold those world team qualifications until after we take a little break here and tell you that after 4 boxes of the middle string, the score is challenger Dennis Chick, 44, with 2 bonus balls to roll. and Fred Spintig, Jr., 45. Fred Spintig on the line now. Fifth box, middle string. Four horsemen left side, and over on the right, he's got a little triangle made up of the 6, 9, and 10. One more. Is it going to fall? Yes. That's a slow motion. Oh, he got the 8 drop, but got a tough split with the 5 and the 7. Oh, the ball came back, but it did not get the 5. And it's going to roll away. A 10. Now Dennis Chick comes up, and he's working on a strike. Eight on the first, and it leaves him with the 5 and the 8, and a piece of wood is rolling up against the 5. Makes it tough, a little bit tough maybe here to split. Can he do it? Yeah, no, it hurt. It was more of a roadblock than it was anything else, because he wanted to just have that 5 and 8 clean so he could split them. Couldn't quite get it, though. Same thing that happened to him before, if you'll remember. So in this string, they're tied, but halfway through the match, Dennis Chick, our challenger, leads by 25 pins. Three, 6, 10 on the right, over on the left, 4, 7, and 8.
Whoa!
No. Now the 10 bowlers representing the United States in that tournament at Sydney, Nova Scotia, with scores ranging from 2,763 to 2,539 were these. Chip Carson from Maine, Peter Flynn from Massachusetts, John Miller from Massachusetts, Bob Kelly from Massachusetts, that's Billerica Bob Kelly, Gary Duffett from New Hampshire, Rosario Lecchiara from Massachusetts, Alan Joy from Maine, Joe Donovan from Massachusetts, Don Riley from Massachusetts, Bill Curtis from Maine, Russ Neely from Maine, Gary Carrington from New Hampshire, Jackie Ray from Massachusetts, Phil Roy from Maine, Bob Kelly from Marlborough, representing Massachusetts, Walter Reed from Maine, Dick Allen from Maine, Ken Bickford from Maine, George Merrill from Maine, and also from Maine, Charles Milan III. Congratulations to all of them. And as I said, right after this show in Candlepin Doubles at 1 o'clock, Brian Leary will give you the results of that tournament. Okay, everything went down except the kingpin. He's all alone. And, ooh, in a rare, rare miss, Fred Spintig mid that one, a single ping, the 5. And it's still there. Dennis Chick waits for the pins to be reset on lane 38 here at Sammy White's Brighton Bowl. And he's got 4 horsemen left side plus the 9 and 10. How about that? He made the 4 horsemen and he made the 10, but the 9 is still there. So many times we have pointed out how difficult it is to get the 9-pin if the 4 horsemen are left, or the 8-pin if the 4 horsemen are right. And that was proof of the pudding, as they say right there. What does that mean anyway? Proof of the pudding. Whatever. Okay, he's got a diamond to work on, but he's got wood in back of the 4 and 5 and in front of the 8. Obviously, the pin that he needs to hit is the 2-pin. He did it. And made it. That's one way to beat the diamond. Our defending champion, Fred Spintig. And he's got the half Worcester right.
Nice shot.
What a pretty shot for a 9.
Nice shot, Fred.
99. Not got any spare leaves. 3, 6, 9, 10. He's at 106. And what a pretty shot for the 10. 109. What a pretty shot for the 10.
Nice shot, Fred.
Now, challenger Dennis Chick, already leading by 25 pins, is working on a spear as he comes up here now, waiting for the pins to be reset, and then he fires. It's a big 8 drop, but he winds up with a 7-10 split. He's got a piece of, oh, well, at first I thought it might be helpful, but he's got wood over on the right that probably won't let him even get at the 10. Okay, now he'll just try to make this a 9 box. $109. So 1 pin wins him another $50. Big 9 drop. He wins the second string, has $100 in bonus money, and is about to get another mark. Spare, that puts him at 119. Almost a spread eagle. And winds up with 3. So, a pair of 122s. Look at the, as a contrast, as our bowlers, Fred Spintig rather unhappy, and Dennis Chick thinking back, it's been 12 years since he's been on the show, and he's got a good lead, and he wants to hang on to it. At the end of 2, challenger Dennis Chick of Whitman, 244. Fred Spintig, Jr., our defending champion from Stoughton, 206. Right now, in completed frames, it's a 40-pin lead in the match for our challenger, Dennis Chick. Nope, no strike. The 9-pin refused to go, but there's wood right alongside it. All right, there's a mark. And remember, the top marksman of the day gets a $50 gift certificate for True Value hardware stores and home centers. There, he got a break. For a while, it looked as if he was going to have a split, but now he has the 6 and 10. No wood. 8-pin drop, obviously. And
Oh!
all around that 10. Got the 6, but it didn't. 2 weeks ago, he couldn't miss when he was rolling a 182 string and a 447 triple. Nope. Dennis is still looking for his first mark here in the 3rd string. Dennis Chick, in case you just joined us, rolled a 122 opener and a 122 second string. And our defending champion, Fred Spintig, has had a 97 and a 109. Way off to the right. So it will be, unless this topples over and hits the 5, and it's not going to, it's 6 consecutive boxes without a mark for Dennis Chick. But he had a big 38-pin lead coming in. Boy, that's tough, right there. Three, 4, 6, and nope. He split them, but he couldn't kick it over to get the 6. So if he picks this up, he will remain 29 pins down. He did. Now he's opposite a 9 box. Everything but the kingpin. There it is, all alone. For a spare, yes. Okay, 4 boxes to go. And at the moment, it's a 28-pin lead because of the 9 box that Dennis Chick has rolled. And Fred has a bonus ball to cut some more of that. For a spare, no. And Dennis now has gone 7 boxes without a mark here in the 3rd string.
Nice check.
It's a 10. That's a tough one right now, as we've seen before. If you remember, once before we had the 4 horsemen plus the 9 and 10, and got the 4 horsemen and the 10, but not the 9. And that is why he came about as close as anybody can get without making that. So now it has been 8 boxes without a mark for Dennis Chick. Now Fred Spintig trailing at the moment by 28, and then whatever he rolls on this. Strike! Now he trails by 18. Two bonus balls to roll.
All the way down, Fred.
Oh, what a split. What a split. He has the 6 and the 7. Oh. All right.
Nice try, Ralph. We don't want to look it too high. We want to take it easy.
11 pins.
We want to take it easy.
All right, Dennis Chick now has the 1, 2, 7, 9, 10. But he has wood against the 9 and wood against the 10. And no, sir, the 7 did not go, and he has gone 9 boxes now without a mark in the 3rd string. Oh, he got a split 20. All right. Two, 4, 6? No. So he went through 10 boxes without a mark. $93. 337. $131 to tie. Nope. This is a very big pin. And he made it. Okay, he needs either, what he needs is 20 pins to tie, basically, is what it amounts to. So no matter how you look at it, he needs a mark here, either a spare with a strike on it or strike with a spare on it, whatever. One pin again. Piece of wood rolling, rolling, rolling. It's just barely touching the 5, just barely touching it. And he made it. Okay, he's at 121. Right now, he has to. He needs a strike. A strike ties it. Okay, boys and girls, hang out to those tray tables. Here we go. And he got it! How about that? He has tied it. He has tied it. We will have a 2-box roll-off. What a finish. Oh, my, what a finish. A 2-box roll-off coming up right now. Oh. He needed that strike in order to do it. He needed a double mark. Okay, here's Dennis Chick rolling first now. And he has 4 horsemen left side and that 9-pin again. And got the 9-pin. Remember now, it's just a 2-box roll-off. And of course, we would continue should it a 9. All right, Dennis Chick has 9. Oh, so close to a strike. The 4-pin. 4-pin for a spare. And he has it. All right, spare. Okay. Right now, he's at 19. 19 plus what? 29. He's got 29. Now, Fred Spintig. Fred, who came from behind with a sensational spare and strike in the 10th box for the tie. Now he's got a great opportunity for a spare right here with the object pin, the 3. And didn't get it. He has 10. All right. Now he needs 19 to tie. Oh, how would you like to be up there bowling? I couldn't even hold the ball right now. I couldn't hold it, I'm telling you. Ralph Stewart going to get the piece of wood, and as soon as it stops, it has. 3 pins to pick up for his mark. Over on the right. 6, 9, 10. He made it. He needs 9. He needs 9 for a tie. Nine for a tie, and a strike wins it. We are tied again. We will have 2 more boxes to roll off. We will have 2 more boxes of roll-off as Fred again had to come from behind to tie, and he did it. We are 29-29, and so now Dennis Chick rolls in the next 2 box roll-off. Oh, boys and girls, wow. Not quite. A 10. Wow, this is just amazing. Oh, too full.
Work it out.
All right, now Dennis has 3 pins still standing.
Nice.
Okay, 19. 19 he got in those, or if you wish to, you can call it 48.
Beauty.
All right, Fred Spintig now has an 8 drop. Okay, in this 2-box roll-off, 19 for Dennis. And Fred has just gotten himself a mark. He already has it. All right, that's it. He has 1. And they're going to ask him we're just going to ask him to roll 1 more ball just to see what the final total will be. But Fred Spintig with a sensational come from behind victory.